I want to teach you what I got to learn about the FTC from the multi-million dollar legal team that I get to work with. They have helped guide me through so many possible missteps, things that I know they have saved me from so much headache and heartache. And because of what I've learned now, as I'm starting any new business I start, it is going to save me and protect me because of what I've learned. So I want to share that with you. So first of all, this is not all inclusive. I'm not a lawyer. This content is for informational purposes only and should not be considered legal advice. So before making any decisions for your business regarding any of the information I give you here, it is always best to have a really candid conversation with an attorney about your specific circumstances. But just know that the bigger your business grows, the more the government agencies will pay attention to you. You can play right next to the line and try to fudge as much as you can, but why not live a higher standard? My experience is if you decide to go the higher standard, you get pretty brilliant at coming up with ways to say things that give you two results. Number one, you come up with a really powerful way to say it that's just as powerful, but a higher standard. And number two, your wording is so much more magnetic to your market because it doesn't sound manipulative. You have to go so far on the side of being extremely careful that as you figure out awesome ways to say it, then you get really, really good at it. Now, I'm going to give you a list of things you don't want to say and what you can say instead. And it will be really, really powerful. And I'm telling you, I was doing marketing before I learned all this stuff, and my wording was awesome. It was very compelling. I'm really good at communicating with the client, prospective client. I'm good at sales. That's why I was able to create that business. But after I learned these rules, first, as I tried to say things or write the wording in my funnel, do my copy, it was hard. I felt like I couldn't say anything. And then after you practice, you get really good at it and you get to a point where the way you say it is just as powerful, but sounds way more sincere to your customer, even though your heart might be the same. So here's something that you don't want to say. You don't want to say how much money you make. The second thing is, but what you can say is the success I've created, that kind of thing. The massive success that I've had. So I can say I've created $1 billion business. I'm not telling you how much that I make. I'm not telling you any of the other numbers. That makes it sound like I'm telling you that you can do this. That just lets you know I have experience. What you don't want to say is how much money you can help them make. Instead, say something like this: I've helped my clients double their business or create incomes they never could have dreamed of. Or, well, we'll get to the next one. The number 6, well, number 4 is the one where it talks more about numbers. So number 3, you do not want to say how much money you have actually helped others make, even if it's true. You need to use testimonials and let them tell their story. Number 4, don't use numbers. Not even if they're generic. For example, you can say, if you say you can create $1 million income, don't say that. Instead, say you can create a 6 or 7 figure income. Now, that's not a specific number, which is really crazy, but it's a fine line, but that's a way that you can say it. Number 5, if you're a network marketer, do not use the word recruit. That is a red flag for them. Instead, for network marketers, say, we help people build a business. If you're interested in building a business, we can help you build your business, that kind of thing. Number 6, for network marketers also, don't talk about the business opportunity without talking about the product first. So for example, if my product is skincare, let's say I have skincare product, instead of talking about the business opportunity and saying, if you want to build a business around these products, instead I'm saying, as you use these products, you will find they are so amazing. And if you find that you love them so much that you want to share these with other people, I can help you build a business around it, whatever. However you want to word it, but first you have to lead with the product. Always lead with the product. So why do I have a couple things that are specific to network marketers? Because they're more stringent with network marketers. They want to make sure that network marketers are not doing some Ponzi scheme, some kind of scam. So you have to be extra careful. And I'll just tell you the three biggest legal issues that the FTC has for online stuff is number one, privacy and data collection. States have different rules and regulations. I'm not going into great detail here, but make sure that you are very careful with everything surrounding the way you collect data, what you do with it, all of that. You have to have it protected. If you get hacked and somebody steals the emails you've collected, you not only may lose your business, they could shut you down. They could also let you, and this has happened. In fact, there are some recent cases where they can tell you you cannot do a business ever again where you collect that kind of data, where you collect emails. So be very careful about that. Number two is intellectual property issues, protecting your own, using someone else's, or trying to steal someone else's. And the third biggest legal issue that they are concerned with is advertising. You can't mislead, you can't unfairly affect the consumer's behaviors or their decisions. You have to make sure that you compare the product fairly. And of course, there are anti-spam issues. So just be very, very careful. I wanted to give you the touch points so that you can be aware of them and work with your attorney, work with your legal counsel. Make sure that you set this part of your business up right so that as you grow and you start to get attention on your business, that they don't come in and it doesn't cause shutdowns or challenges for you. But trust me, I've been through it. I don't want that for you. So if you need to review this, obviously go back, look at the list, make sure that you're taking care of these things. Give me your comments in the like, tell me what you're thinking about what we've talked about today. Tell me if there are issues that you've dealt with. Tell me any other tips or hints that you have for everyone, because it will help everyone who's watching this video. We want to make sure that we're protected. All right. Thanks for joining me, guys.